This broadcast is sponsored by Cloaked. I was asked to enter my information into the Cloaked website and see how exposed my information was. What I saw made my heart sink. It brought up my full name, my address, and other personal information I was not expecting to see. The scary part is, if this website can find all of this in mere seconds, imagine what other unknown entities can do with your information without you knowing about it. There are entire industries and data brokers making billions selling your information to spammers, scammers, robocallers, stalkers, and advertisers every single day. Every time you sign up for an app, a website, a rewards program, or even just browsing online, you could unknowingly be giving your information away. That's why it's very important to have Cloaked. Cloaked helps uncover where your data is being exposed and works to remove it. And what really makes it different is that it lets you create burner identities for your everyday life. You can generate unlimited burner emails, usernames, and even phone numbers whenever you sign up for something online. And the best part, you can actually call, text, and email through these burner accounts. Data brokers will have a very hard time connecting this information back to you, meaning the information they steal will become worthless. So, if you want to protect your identity, go to cloaked.com/Alyx and get 30% off any plan. Plus, enter your phone number for a free security scan. It only takes a few seconds and you'll be able to see if your personal information is already floating around on the internet. So don't wait. Go to cloaked.com/Alyx right now and protect your identity today. SummerSlam weekend comes to a closing with the end of the Shield. The return of Kevin Owens, a new IC champ, and a new women's champ. We're going to talk about it all right here in Alyx's World. And welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I'm your host, Alyx, just Alyx. SummerSlam weekend comes to a close. Two-night event is all over. You know what's also over? The Shield. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins puts to rest their 14-year rivalry. It's all in the past now. It's done. Thank God. Listen, I appreciate everything Dean Ambrose, Roman did. They broke a lot of ground. They shattered the ceiling as a group. None of them would be where they are. Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, and AEW would not be where he is without the Shield. Roman Reigns would not be where he is without the Shield. Seth Rollins definitely would not be where he is. They all helped each other get to where they are. And they are going down in history as Hall of Famers. All three of them. All three of them are going down as one of the greatest of all time. But it's time to put the Shield behind. And it's time to look forward. That's the past now. And tonight's main event, I thought, was the perfect way to wrap it all up. Roman finally defeats Seth Rollins when it matters. And then, after conquering his demon, fist bump. The Shield fist bump one more time to say goodbye. Unless Jon Moxley decides to jump ship and they could do it the three-way one good time. But honestly, the only time they should do the three-way is when they go into the Hall of Fame together. When there is a Hall of Fame induction, that's the only time I want to see it again. We're done with this. The Shield is done. The storyline is over with. Please don't revisit this. Don't bring this back. It's not going to get a better ending than this. I thought the match that Rollins and Roman had, yeah, that was everything I wanted it to be. That, my friends, is how you close a feud. It is the match of the weekend. Nothing, I won't say nothing came close. There were a lot of awesome matches on night 2. Please, like, night 2 bodied night 1. Oh my goodness. Like, I'll be real with you. It's exactly like what happened at WrestleMania. I thought night 1 of WrestleMania was garbage. Absolute doo-doo. BS. Dog shit. But night 2 of WrestleMania was outstanding. And so overall, ended up being a pretty good overall WrestleMania. Same thing here. I didn't think SummerSlam, well, this year's SummerSlam Night 1 was as bad as WrestleMania Night 1. It was better than WrestleMania Night 1, but it's the same pattern. Night 1 is not as good as Night 2. Night 2 tonight was an awesome show. Last night was decent. It was solid. It wasn't blow me away incredible. It was just, it was there overall. You know what I mean? But this night was one of the nights that felt like a SummerSlam. This felt like, yeah, WWE was actually trying. And so I got to make my point, and I made the same point during my prediction show. I think WWE should seriously consider making SummerSlam a night 1 event again. The show flows so much better. It flows much better when it's a one-stacked card featuring only the matches that truly matter. Because when you think about all the matches that were great, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky, of course, the Fatal 4-Way, which was originally Sami versus Finn Bálor, ended up being Kevin Owens, Gunther, Sami, and Finn Bálor. One of the best matches of the entire weekend. The women's ladder match ended up being a really good match. Not great, not blow me away amazing, but still a really good match. Of course, Chad Gable versus Penta, Obafemi versus Brock Lesnar, and then a few matches here and there that you can pad in there. Put all those matches on one show. Make it a one-night event. You don't have to overprice fans by having them buy 2 tickets. They buy 1 ticket for one night. Guess what happens to the arena? It's not half full. You don't have to go out of your way to only shoot half of the arena, half of the stadium. You would have packed out SummerSlam if this was a one-night event. We all agree, right? If SummerSlam 2026 was a one-night event with all the best matches from both shows, they would have sold this bitch out. This would have been easily a 60,000, maybe even a 70,000 plus seat show. And so WWE should seriously consider just making it a night 1 event, just a one-night event. You would make more money by just doing one night. Less is more sometimes. I think they hurt themselves by trying to do 2 nights. They got too greedy. WrestleMania is the only show that should be 2 nights. SummerSlam, Survivor Series, Royal Rumble, all of those shows should be one night and one night only. That's just my personal opinion. But yeah, overall, and I mean overall for both nights, I came away satisfied. I was satisfied. I think night 2 put me over enough to where I came out going, yeah, that was a good SummerSlam. I would put it in the top half. The top half of all SummerSlams that I've seen in my life. Not the top 10. I wouldn't even say the top 20. Well, how many SummerSlams have we had? Let's just be real. How many SummerSlams have there been? Really? Hasn't been that many. So, I would have to put it in maybe the top 20, maybe. Early. Not even early, like late 20s. Maybe like number 18, 19. That sounds like a good spot for this SummerSlam. It's a really good show. If you haven't seen this show yet. Night 1, there are some matches I would recommend on night 1, but only watch Liv Morgan, Io Sky, and then the Hell in a Cell match. Go out of your way to watch this. This was awesome. Top to bottom, it flowed so goddamn well. And I'm very proud Very proud to say that WWE, when it came time to deliver, they delivered. They delivered, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very proud to have watched this show. But let's talk about it, man. Let's just get into it. Roman Reigns finally defeated Seth Rollins. Finally. It's over. It's done. The Shield is dead. Long gone. So long farewell. Avida. After 14 years, Roman Reigns finally conquered his demons, defeated Seth Rollins, retained the World Heavyweight Championship. At this stage of their careers, you're not going to get a better match out of them. This was as good as it ever was going to be. You probably could have gotten a better match out of these two maybe 5, 10 years ago. You probably did get a better match out of these two. It's easily the best match of the entire weekend. Definitely deserved to close the show. Overall, I think a lot of people were thinking going into SummerSlam, Oba and Brock were going to steal the weekend. No. Roman and Seth stole the entire thing. They were the best match of the entire weekend. I love the Shield fist bump at the end of it. The perfect, poetic icing on the cake. Nice callback. Reminding everybody where this all started, how this all started. I think WWE gave the story the ending that it deserved. And now it's time to move on. Don't come back to this. We're done. No more Seth versus Roman. This is over with. I do not want to see these two wrestle each other ever again. Try to go as long as you can without having them touch each other. I'm pretty sure that's impossible because they're both only 40, 41, right? I think Seth is 39, Roman's 40, unless they're both in their 40s. I don't know how old they are, but they're going to be around for another 5 or so years. So probably they're going to have to cross paths 1 or 2 more times, but I would really appreciate it if these two just never touched ever again. I know. Good luck with that, right? Good luck with that. But we'll see. Chad Gable. Chad Gable finally completed his redemption story. After a decade of chasing a singles title, he defeated Penta to become your new Intercontinental Champion in his hometown. Listen, that entrance. Can we talk about that entrance? The theme song is fine. When Chad's doing the clap, he's always offbeat. I'm sorry. Look, I love Chad Gable. Thank you. An amazing professional wrestler, one of the best, if not the best, in WWE. That entrance, though, him trying to clap and beat, I gotta say it. Someone's gotta say it. It ain't working, man. I love you. I think you're amazing. I'm always gonna be a fan. Something's gotta be done about that entrance. Either get rid of the clap and let the crowd do the clapping, or get a new theme song. Just saying. Outstanding match. Very emotional ending. You see Chad celebrate with his family, his kids, his wife. They saw him lose to Gunther years ago. What was that? 2-3 years ago? I think it was 3 years ago, right? They saw him lose to Gunther in 2023. Or was it 2024? No, it was 2023. They saw him lose to Gunther, right? So, ever since then, we've been thinking about, all right, the next time he gets a shot and his family is in the front row, that's when he's going to finally get his moment. And he did. This is what professional wrestling is all about, bro. That entire celebration, his entire promo, that entire arc. Chad Gable, from him winning not even winning, he lost. He lost his match against El Grande Americano, Luke Kaiser, and had one of the best matches of the entire year, perhaps the match of the year. Everything he did from then all the way to SummerSlam might be some of the best storyline written television that WWE has done. And I hope WWE can take this momentum and run with it. I want to see Chad hold this belt and defend it for as long as possible. I don't want to see him lose it anytime soon. Let him be a long-standing IC champ. Honorable. Someone like him who took years to win it shouldn't lose it immediately. And then when he's done with the IC title, move him up to the World Championship. Because that's where he really should be. One of the best wrestlers in the world, if not the best wrestler in WWE, should be going for the World Heavyweight Championship. Who are we kidding? But yes, for his first championship win, classic. Love what they did with it. I think they got a lot of things coming. Great things coming for him. Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. Yeah, you would have thought this match was going to suck. Listen, anytime I see anything on a pole match, I'm thinking, oh, damn, here we go. And Danhausen already didn't have much working for him. Coming off of that awful segment with Joe Hendry on Raw, I was a bit worried about this match, not gonna lie. So, how do I feel about it? I thought it was better than any pole match Vince Russo has booked. Right? Like, it wasn't a great match. But I was entertained. It was short, less than 10 minutes. Less than 5, I think. It wasn't even a long match. I think it was like around, well, it felt a little bit longer than 5. It was less than 10, maybe around 7, 8 minutes. Probably. That's a sweet spot for this match. So that was the right decision. Make it short. Danhausen got the win. You had all the antics. It wasn't boring. I didn't want to toss anything. I didn't break anything. No complaints. Still waiting on them to explain how Danhausen's curse worked on Dominic Mysterio, but somehow didn't work on Liv Morgan, who retained her championship last night. Please get around that somehow. I would like for them to get around that. Maybe they won't. They'll just pretend that the curse never was on Liv. Or they'll do something where the curse has a time limit. After a certain amount of time, the curse wears off on people. One of my favorite moments of the entire night. Your new women's champion, WWE Women's Champion. I don't give a fuck about Rhea Ripley being the real champ. She's not here. I don't do interim champions. Okay, WWE, there is no such thing as an interim champion. Chelsea Green is the real women's champion. The new, real WWE Women's Champion, Chelsea Green, that was awesome. The crowd lost their minds when Chelsea pulled down that belt. That's what I want to see. They could have easily given this to Jade Cargill or Charlotte Flair. Easily. But they said, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to go with the one that hasn't gotten the opportunity. With someone that, when given the opportunity, she runs with it and kills it. Chelsea Green, being the women's champion, is going to make SmackDown so much better. You have no idea how awesome this show is going to be. Well, okay, let's be real. SmackDown's not going to be not going to be that much better. Let's just be real with ourselves. But Chelsea Green's going to make it something at least worthwhile. Chelsea Green is someone that I think, because you're putting her in the spot, watch her run with this. Watch her basically ram this into the end zone.
Justice for Finn Balor. Why does HHH hate Finn WTF?
Finn will get his opportunity one day. I promise. He'll get his opportunity. When that is, I have no idea, but Chelsea Green being the women's champion is about to change this women's division for the better. I thought this division for a while now has not been good on either show. And it's because of the booking. The fact that both championships, both world and women's championships, have been collecting dust. Hasn't been present. The fact that we have one that is present, it's going to make a difference. And Chelsea's going to defend it. She will be that champion that somehow escapes every single time until she gets to Rhea Ripley. Let me tell you something. Rhea, you're not the real champ as far as I'm concerned. And when you fight Chelsea, I hope Chelsea beats your ass. It's not going to happen. Rhea's going to get the belt back. But I hope what happens is throughout these next few months, while Rhea is out and Chelsea's the champ, I hope Chelsea makes that title mean something. I hope she's so entertaining with that belt that they're forced to keep it on her. I hope Chelsea does such a good job as Women's World Champ that they have no choice, none whatsoever, but to continue with her. She got the opportunity to be interim champ. Now she needs to be the real women's champ. I hate that label. It's so stupid that they're calling her the interim champion. Nah. Throw it out the window. Also, before I move on, hey, Michael Hayes. How'd that crow taste, my friend? What you got to say now? What you got to say now about Chelsea Green? Oh, she's the woman that makes the main event players. Fuck you. She is the main event player. No more making the main event players look good. Now they make her look good. She spent these last few years coming in, laying down, playing her role like a champ. Now it's their turn to play their roles. She's the face of this division. Now bow down. Let's go. It's Chelsea's time now. I want Michael Hayes to bring his ass to the front. Bring his ass to the front and acknowledge Chelsea Green. I better see a tweet. I better see a letter. I better see whatever. Matter of fact, get your phone out, record yourself, and apologize. Acknowledge Chelsea Green. Salute to Chelsea Green. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. So happy for Chelsea. The shocker of the night, and I can't believe I'm saying this, Baron Corbin defeated Trick Williams. He cheated. He used the belt. He distracted the referee. It wasn't clean, but a win's a win. Baron Corbin took less money and came back to win the U.S. belt. Now, I am interested to see what WWE does with this. That main event scene is too crowded. There's no way in hell we move Trick Williams up. So there is going to be a rematch. You can tell this isn't over with. I would like for them to bring in Ricky Saints, Carmelo Hayes, maybe even Ilya Dragunov. Make it a 5-way feud. Let's make this title mean something. Let's really put some names behind this. If Baron Corbin's going to be here, fine. I guess you had to give him the belt, right? You had to give him something to justify him returning. Well, congrats to Baron Corbin. Like I said before, ain't much going to happen with him. He's not going to move further. He's not going to become a world champion. This is as far as he's going to get. This is it. And that's fine. Him being the gatekeeper for upcoming talent, you have to go through Baron Corbin before you become a main event player? Sure. That's fair. I'm perfectly fine with that. But don't expect him to become a world champion. Gotta be honest with you. And then the big surprise of the night happened in the opener. We thought we were going to get Sami Zayn and Finn Bálor. And then the newly reinstated GM, Nick Aldis, came out and said, nah. We're going to add someone to the match. He asked Gunther. And I went, ugh. But then he said, oh, but wait, there's more. He has a fourth name to the match, and it's Kevin Owens, baby. Kevin Owens came out to a massive pop. Sami Zayn looked like he shit his bricks. And the match was awesome. Awesome fatal 4-way. Very fast pace. You blink, you missed it. It was only like 8 minutes. Pretty short, but you know what? Not every match needs to go 30 goddamn minutes. I'm happy it went only 8. Max maybe 12. But nah, 8 to 12 minutes was perfect. Everyone is so conditioned to matches going 30 minutes. The only 30-minute match should have been the main event. And that's what it was. Seth versus Roman. Nothing else should be that long. Everything else should be maybe the IC title, 20 minutes, sure. But nah. I'm so sick and tired of every match going 30 fucking minutes. Sometimes it's okay to have a match that only goes 8 minutes. Kevin Owens came in 8 minutes, hit a stunner, wins 1, 2, 3. Shocked he didn't hit the package pile driver. I'm pretty sure he's going to use it against CM Punk because that's who he's fighting next. So, Sami Zayn gets screwed because he wasn't expecting. Well, to be fair, he got pinned by Kevin, so did he really get screwed? So, Sami gets screwed, so you know he's going to use that as more ammunition to complain about the system. Kevin Owens, his best friend, took his spot. We're going to get Kevin Owens and CM Punk. Sami Zayn is going to get involved somehow, some way. That's going to turn into a fatal for a triple threat. I have no idea if we're going to be throwing in Randy and Cody at some point, but Cody and Randy are going to go do their own thing. I would love for Sami, KO, and CM Punk to all be tangled up in this mess. That's going to be a hell of a feud. But before we get to Sami and Punk and Kevin, and then ultimately Punk and Sami, Kevin Owens versus CM Punk. Ooh! That's what I'm talking about! Oh, that feud is going to feed families. That is going to be a phenomenal feud. For the fall, I'm here for it. I am here for it! It's gonna be easily the best thing in WWE, honestly. They ain't got nothing else. Unless they do Roman and Oba, then that's something. We can work with that too. Man, imagine that. Oba and Roman Reigns. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, we about to eat. You smell that? It's cooking. If you smell. Yeah, man, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. So, yeah, overall, night 2, body, night 1. We're going to go ahead and move things along. I have a lot more to say during the review portion, but I want to say hello to the people. Thank you all so much for joining me for this lovely live stream. You could be anywhere here in the YouTube space. You chose me, and I'm grateful for it. So if this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Wow, your edit help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic, or a review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to, give thanks. Give thanks. Hit that super thanks. If you would like to donate after the fact, you can. Also, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, give me a follow on Cameo, give me a follow on Threads. Follow us on Discord, follow me on Blue Sky, where the skies are clearer. And give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using Patreon. Let me try that again. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo. And yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at justalexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi. And get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees and Teespring. Are you a Just Alyx guy? Then join the club. Get you an I'm a Just Alyx guy t-shirt. Hot off the press. Also get you an old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get you a new school Alyx This World t-shirt. And many, many more t-shirt designs coming your way. So stay tuned, join the cause, expand the brand today right here in Alyx's World. Thank you all so much for joining me. Show your love to the Mod Squad, Ultra! Shout out to Firestar Heart, Elias, Ademi, New Japan Pro Wrestling Girl, Khalil does everything. Highway, Dylan, the Danger, Dylan Danger, Teflon Don, the Mod Father, Zeno, Enigma, and of course, Big MGM and Mrs. Firestar Heart, Angel, Holland back! They all help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you and like us. Please be sure you like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be given to be recommended here on YouTube. So help boost that algorithm by hitting that like button. So before we get to the shout outs, you all should know that both, it's not just one, both the international and world Super Chat championships are indeed on the line. Last night, Noel Jimenez successfully defended his belt. He successfully won the international championship, but he decided to defend the belt tonight. Why? Because he wants to challenge Three Diglets for the world title. Noel Jimenez feels like he's gone beyond. He has moved beyond the international title, and he wants to fight. He wants to go one-on-one with the great one. Three Diglets, the kid stealing, willing, dealing, son of a gun. He wants to go one-on-one with the big shark. And so, it's going to be quite the clash. So, here's the thing though. I think we might not get that clash, unfortunately. Because I just got a message from Three Diglets, and this is what he said to me. And if he's here, you can reiterate. Three Diglets has said he's retired. There it is. I tried to get Three Diglets in here tonight. I thought he was going to come in and defend the world title. He was live on A&B Convo's stream, but it looks like he's out of the game. It looks like he's no longer in it. He's retired. He just feels like y'all don't got it. He feels like you guys can't match up. He feels like you guys can't live up to his greatness. And so he wants to retire. So, if that is true, if we're not going to see Three Diglets, if we're not going to see the big dog, then I guess that means, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have a new world champ. Well, we'll have to see. We also have to see if Noel Jimenez will answer the call. Actually, let me let him know that we're live really quickly. Let me see here. Let me see here. I don't even think, is he here? I don't think I see him. Let me let him know. I usually let him know that we live. Unless he fell asleep. Okay, so I have summoned Noel Jimenez. Yeah, I'm afraid Three Diglets is retired. He's retired, y'all. So it looks like we're gonna have ourselves a new champ. No, hold on. I can't give up, y'all. I can't give up. I refuse to let you retire, Three Diglets. Three Diglets, I refuse to let you retire. So I'm gonna summon you the right way. I'm gonna summon you the only way I can summon you. Say his name and he appears. I believe in Three Diglets. I believe in Three Diglets. Everybody, I believe in Three Diglets. You are the champ. You are the man. And if you're gonna retire, it's gonna be a retirement where you go down swinging. I summon Three Diglets. Watch him not show up. Watch him actually not show up. He's just like, nah, you can't tell me what to do. That's funny. But all right, real talk. How it works is this. Both the international and world titles are defended by donations. So whoever has the most donations tonight will end up winning the world title. Second place will win the international championship. Now, the international championship will be defended weekly. Now, you get to choose which night, whether it's Monday, Wednesday, Dynamite, or Friday, SmackDown. Monday's Raw, Wednesday's Dynamite, Friday's SmackDown. Hell, if you win it, I'll even take NXT. Honestly. So, we'll see what happens here. If you win it, you get to defend it weekly. But if you're the world champion, you only have to defend it on pay-per-views. Now, when I say pay-per-views, I also mean AEW. You get to defend this belt wherever you choose. So let's say you win the belt and you no longer want to have this belt defended on WWE shows. You can officially defend it only at AEW pay-per-views. You could officially defend it only at NXT PLEs. You can defend it at WWE. Hell, you can get crazy and defend it at AAA shows. Don't do that, please. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We're gonna see if the people are gonna get a fight tonight. So far, I don't see Noel. I thought we were gonna get Noel Jimenez here. We're gonna see what happens. But the titles are open. The one to defend the most, the one to donate the most money will walk out as your champs. So with that being said, let's play these super chats. We bobbing like, oh my girls got real like.
Chelsea Green dedicates her win to Michael Hayes.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. I hope he ends up coming out going, look, I screwed up. I screwed up. We're gonna see what happens, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see what happens with Michael Hayes. You know he has to say something. You know he has to say something, right? All right, so who's here? Who is going to be the first to come out and be the first call out, the first shout out? The first name I see here is LeBron James. That's hilarious. LeBron James, who is not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. LeBron James, good to have you here. Darcy Chatham, what's up? What's up? What's up? Darcy Chatham is here. We got Bunkers LFC. We got Thomas Farmer. We got a massive donation.
Hey Alyx, please let everyone know there is a new contender in town, and his name is The Professor. I'm hungry for that world title. Any takers?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we got ourselves a massive newcomer, the new challenger. He calls himself The Professor. Barry Trunk. Good to have you here, Barry. I'm pretty sure that you're going to be quite the challenger. Hey, what I tell y'all? I told y'all, when people get in these waters, it ain't just for the weak at heart. They's bees sharks in these waters. Massive $50 donation. Barry, you are currently in the lead. What a way to start off. My friend, I want you to start thinking about whether you want this belt defended on WWE or AEW. Keep that in mind. We're just getting started, though. Hey, I gotta summon 3 Diglets. You gotta do the clap. I believe in 3 Diglets. You gotta clap. You gotta let them know. Summon them. Wow, good to have you here, Barry. What a donation. We got Ed Young. Good to have you, Ed. We got Young Money, Trey Lucado. We got Demon Time. We own Demon Time. Demon AJ. Waiting for him to say something crazy. You know how this works. Joe Arredondo. We got the Elite. The Elite K. 4381. We got Luis Gamer. Luis Gamer says, who would have thought Shield Lore would have to carry Night 1 slack? Damn. Makes sense though, right? They ain't got it no more though. No more Shield. That's done. David Durham. They buried Trick Williams. They protected him. He had to cheat. He had to cheat to do that. Oh my goodness, I forgot to put in the live chat. I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen. The live chat's back. The live chat is back. Where was I? Actually, let me start over because the live chat wasn't up. So LeBron James, Darcy Chatham, Thomas Farmer, Demon Time, Demon AJ, Young Money, Trey Lucado. I want to be sure everybody gets the right shout out. Joe Arredondo, Bonkers LFC 3067, The Elite K 4381, and then Luis Gamer. Okay, we caught up. Let's try this again. So we got ASAP Reefy. Good to have you here, ASAP Reefy. Chris Wrestling Views in his house. We got Electric Cool, YouTube member Electric Cool. I gotta get you a theme, man. I gotta get you some type of tagline. We got Sean. We got Sean A.
Do you think Finn would be champ in AEW?
Oh, 100%. 100%. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell that Finn Bálor would not touch that belt in AEW. Of course he would. Of course he would. I'm so tired of Danhausen. J Rich 6660. Good to have you here, J Rich. We got Robin's assistant. You saw him donate earlier. Robin's coming in hot. Jordan Galam. We also got Ken FM 12.93. 12.93. Rod Mayo. Rob Mayo X9Y. X9Y. That's it, right? Viserys Rule 3. Viserys Rule. No one else feels weird that KO Corbin just pop up and get prime spots. Not Kevin, but Corbin, yeah, that feels off. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's kind of weak sauce. I'm just being honest with you. Few more. Travis, the Gaming Snorlax, the Atomic Bomber. Good to have you here, sir. Kingville 24. Haven't seen you in a minute. Of course, we got Jody Bennett. Woo! What's good, Jody? And then the last one's gonna go to YouTube member Right Hand Cam. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for making me a part of your day. I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to talk about SummerSlam Night 2, which I thought was a much better show than Night 1. We're going to go ahead and move things along. We're going to close out round 1. Well, we got one more donation. We'll let this donation play.
Is Danhausen curse broken BC of Live yesterday?
I have no idea. It clearly still works because our boy Dominic Mysterio couldn't beat Danhausen. He couldn't break the curse. But maybe Liv has a special magic that allows her to do it. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and move things along. In the lead with $50 is, of course, Barry Trunk. You guys remember, the professor has to have the most donations by the end of the stream. This is only round 1, so if y'all want to come in and challenge him, be my guest. And also, if you want 3 Diglets, you know what you gotta do. Say his name and he'll appear. I'll believe in 3 Diglets. Come on, you gotta summon him. Watch him appear at the end. We'll see. Probably not. I don't know. He'll probably be Pula Lesnar. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about it. SummerSlam Night 2. Minneapolis, US Bank Stadium. This night was less than Night 1. I think Night 1 had more people. This one only had around 33,000. You notice they didn't announce the attendance number. Y'all noticed that, right? They didn't even bother announcing the full attendance. They was just like, what y'all mean? There was a lot of people here. It's a full capacity crowd. That's how you know it wasn't a good number. I'm letting y'all know right now. If WWE has another 2-night SummerSlam, it is going to flop. They're better off just going back to 1 night. If they have a one-night SummerSlam inside a stadium, they're going to sell it out. Like, if they book it properly with the right storytelling and the right storylines and don't have all those shows cluttered with ads and the weekly shows aren't dog shit, then yeah, they could sell out next year's SummerSlam when it's one night. So people don't have to worry about spending thousands of dollars to get a ticket and then get a hotel to stay for not one night, but 2 nights, and then have to worry about getting home because they have to get there on Friday, probably, and then worry about getting home on Monday. So, like, that's too much stress for people. They ain't trying to do that. Not in Minnesota. Sorry. No offense, Minnesota, but no. It's not going to be that way. Next time, make it a one-night event, and you'll be good. I promise you, you'll be good. You'll be really good. So, getting into the show here, they opened up. They opened up with Sami Zayn and Finn Bálor, and we're thinking this is about to be one of the best matches of the entire weekend. These two have a history. These two are people who are right there on the cusp of winning that WWE Championship. And then Nick Aldis came out and said, nah. Here comes Gunther. And then he said, nah again. Here comes Kevin Owens. He adds Kevin Owens and Gunther to the match, and we have ourselves a fatal four-way. A fatal four-way #1 contendership match. And this match was awesome. Short. Very short. Like 8 to 9 minutes. It wasn't even a long match. But it didn't need to be. It was fast-paced. Balls to the wall. Awesome action. Sami Zayn, I thought, sold this match more than anybody because you saw Kevin get in there. And Sami, for like the first minute, was just stunned. Like, why? My best friend screwing me over in my match. Why would you do that, Kevin? I thought you was my friend. Shout out to Batista. That was an awesome feud between Batista and Ray, by the way, in 2009. But this match was great. Awesome. Very fast pace. But it was Kevin Owens who gets the win with not 1, not 2, but 3 stunners. No package pile driver. 3 stunners on Sami Zayn. Well, 1 stunner on Finn, 1 stunner on Gunther, and the 3rd stunner on Sami for the pin. 1, 2, 3. Kevin Owens is now your #1 contender. He will go on to fight CM Punk. First time ever. CM Punk versus Kevin Owens. Ooh. Families are about to be fed. Y'all ready to eat? Who hungry? So first off, I don't know what it's like with these two behind scenes. I don't know if they actually don't like each other. Maybe it's something like, maybe it's very similar to Seth Rollins, where on screen they just hate each other, but behind the scenes they're best friends. I mean, think about it this way. CM Punk and Kevin Owens came up in Ring of Honor. Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, CM Punk, they all came up in the same class. You know, of course, Kevin and Sami got there later, like literally 10 years later than CM Punk. But still, like, AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, El Generico, Kevin Steen, CM Punk, Claudio Castagnoli, all of them, Tyler Black, Seth Rollins, John Moxley, they're all in that same class. Eddie Kingston, my goodness, Jack Evans. We be here all day going down the list with everybody. So, yeah, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what these two do. It's going to be old school. It's going to be fun. It's going to be dope. It's about to be glorious. Just give them the microphone. Get out of their way. Don't even make creative for them. Give Kevin, give Punk a mic, and let them make magic. Matter of fact, give them the book. Creative team, get out of the way. I need Kevin Owens, I need Punk, and I need Triple H. That's the creative team for this feud. What are we doing? How far is this going? Awesome. Sweet. I love it. Let's do it. I want hatred. I don't want no I respect. No, fuck that. Fuck the I respect you shit. I want straight up, I hate this motherfucker. I want you to die type of heat. Give it to me. I can't wait. I can't wait for Friday. This match is gonna cook. I'm ready to eat. Who hungry? United States champion. United States Championship. Trick Williams with Lil Yachty took on Baron Corbin. The match itself was decent. It wasn't anything to write home about. Very short, less than 10 minutes. Felt like a SmackDown match. Honestly, probably should not have been on this show. But it is what it is, right? Baron Corbin, even though there was some interference from Lil Yachty, ends up knocking Lil Yachty through a table. Trick Williams gets distracted by that. Baron Corbin uses the belt, hits Trick with it, hits him with the end of days, and pins him 1, 2, 3. So Baron Corbin, on his first match back in WWE, wins the United States title. I think this is his second or third. His second, right? I feel like this is his second championship. Let me be sure. For sure. 1 second. How many times has Baron Corbin won the United States Championship? 2 times. It's his second. There you go. So congrats to him winning the title because he came back. He was rewarded for coming back and taking less money. He will not hold it forever. I wouldn't be shocked if he lost it back to Trick Williams. Or lost it to Ilya Dragunov. Or lost it to, please, our Ricky Saints. Would love that, please. Give the belt to Ricky Saints, let him carry it. So whether it's Ricky Saints, Carmelo, Trick, Ilya, maybe throw in somebody else in there to spice things up. Fuck it. Let's have some fun. Throw in Nakamura. What's he doing? Nothing. Cool. Nakamura. No, Nakamura should be going for the world title. Who are we kidding? But yeah, absolutely. Oh my goodness. I'm really excited. Really excited to see what they do with the United States title here. You know who else I'm excited about? The new women's champ. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green got her moment. Next up is the 5-woman ladder match. The people in this match, let me get the people here on the screen. We had Tiffany Stratton, the United States Women's Champ, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Lash Legend, and Chelsea Green. Match was good. Couple of spots that were kind of clunky, but very brutal spots overall. I forgot who did it, but I think it was Lash Legend who did like a double choke slam on fucking Tiffany Stratton on a ladder. Almost broke her back. No, broke her back. Broke her back for sure. Jade and Charlotte basically took each other out. Lash Legend was the powerhouse of the match. Very shocked I did not see Nia Jax. I swear to God, I thought we were going to get Nia Jax after she got screwed both times. I'm thinking, well, she's probably going to come in and take out Jade and Charlotte because fuck them, right? But I had a feeling that it was either going to be Chelsea Green or Tiffany, and I'm not for Tiffany winning 2 belts. Sorry. So when Chelsea started climbing that ladder, oh man, I got goosebumps. And then they did the whole thing where Jade's baddies, that's Mia Yim and B-Fab, came out and attacked her. You're thinking, God damn it. I guess not. And then they helped Jade get in there, and then Charlotte cancels out Jade. And then the other women, Tiffany Stratton and Lash Legend, get in there. And then there was a crazy spot where they were all tossed to the outside. Tiffany's ladder gets tossed over, and then Tiffany hits the, was it a swanton? Whatever, a swanton dive to the outside and took out all the women. So everybody's down. Everybody's down. Chelsea is hanging upside down on the ladder like she's out because she got beat up by the baddies. When they all went down, she sat up like The Undertaker. And then she climbed, and the crowd got excited. And then she grabs the belt and pulls it down. And that place went ape shit. They lost their minds. The reaction she got is something that I am going to remember. I absolutely loved this moment. Match itself was good. Not great, wasn't anything too crazy, but man, that moment is one of my favorite moments of the entire year. Listen to me, WWE. You don't need Rhea Ripley to hold that belt. You don't need Rhea Ripley to hold that belt. Homegirl can't bend her knee. Vacate her belt, make Chelsea Green the real women's champ. Rhea could come back and win the belt next year if she's better than Chelsea. Because I have a feeling, now that Chelsea has this belt, she ain't never losing it. She's going to be so entertaining with it. She's going to knock this shit out of the park to the point where you have no choice. And I mean absolutely no choice but to... no choice, ladies and gentlemen, but to bow down to Miss Chelsea Green. Love it. Oh. It's also good to have a champion that actually defends the belt. Just saying. Yes, shots fired. Bang! Bang! Shots fired to both Liv Morgan and Rhea Ripley. Yes, Liv Morgan had a great match with Io Sky, but she didn't defend that belt in over 100 days. Watch her not defend the belt in another 100 days. Can't stand that. It's stupid. But you know what's not stupid besides Chelsea Green? What's not stupid besides Chelsea Green winning the belt are these super chats. So we're going to get more super chats here because I did get a notification from a certain defending champ. So let me play these super chats and then we'll get back to the review.
Oh yeah, that's something about you. I just want you to know that you are really special.
Overall, SummerSlam would have been pretty decent if it was one night and it had less commercial breaks, but it really wasn't a bad show.
You know, for real, like, these ads are really ridiculous. So, if they can just cut it down to one night, it'll be more tolerable. For real, for real. But, the real reason, well, one of the reasons I wanted to play Super Chats is because of this.
Alyx, I've been a wrestling fan for a long time, so WWE for me, all the way. P.S. You rock, as we old hippies used to say.
Hey, Barrett Trunk, the professor. Barrett Trunk is coming in hot. He is now in the lead with $75. That being said, I should let people know that Varula, Noel Jimenez,
WWE confirmed Green's Ray will be an official one.
Oh, thank you. So she's not an interim champ then. Yeah, fuck that shit. She's the women's champ. I appreciate that. Thank you, Travis, the Gaming Snorlax. But the real reason I wanted to do that is because I did see that Noel Jimenez has entered the building. He is competing for the for one of the belts, because we got two belts here. And he has thrown his name into the pot. And I want to let everyone know that he will be donating through Cash App. Noel Jimenez has dropped... whoa, wait a minute. So Noel Jimenez might have just dropped something else here in a second. But Noel Jimenez just dropped $20. Noel, in case you don't know, my friend, if you're watching, Homeboy the Professor has you beat by like $55. So you're gonna have to catch up. Now I did hear another notification. So we're gonna see if we got another donation here. Yeah, we got another donation. Noel Jimenez, on top of the $20, also just dropped $30. So Noel is at $50. Hey, $50, still behind 75. Noel. So you're gonna have to drop another 25 if you want to catch up with the Professor. Currently in the lead, the Professor with $75. Noel Jimenez at $50. That is the rankings as it stands for round 2. I believe that things are going to get a lot more messy as we close things out. We're going to really turn up the heat. So let's see where things end by the time we get to the end of the show. So keep donating. Keep donating, ladies and gentlemen. Things are about to get real heated, real soon, really quickly. Back to the review. The next match on the card here, Danhausen versus Dominic Mysterio. It was a pole match. Anytime you hear pole match, you think Vince Russo, and you think this won't be good. This will absolutely suck. It will absolutely suck. And I will say, it didn't suck. It didn't overstay its welcome. It wasn't one of the worst matches I've ever seen. It wasn't great, but it was better than any pole match that Vince Russo's ever done. That's for sure. It was a human money on a pole match. And essentially, Danhausen and Rey Mysterio's son, Dominic Mysterio, wrestled a fast-paced match. And then you had JD McDonough come in within 2 minutes. You had the Mini-Hausens within another minute, within 3 minutes. And it just became all kinds of, you hear that, right? You hear the donations coming in. It became basically a wild, chaotic, Looney Tunes type of match. And it was exactly what you thought it would be. Craziness, pandemonium, wacky, but fun. And short, thank God. The only reason why I'm saying I'm okay with it is because it was short. If this would have went like another 10 minutes, I would have said, I would have lost my shit and probably broke this computer, and then there wouldn't be a review. But no. It was a short 7-minute match where Danhausen cursed Dominic Mysterio, and it worked this time. But he cursed Dominic Mysterio, and he ended up conquering. The Judgment Day finally, and winning the human monies. Good. Danhausen wins. We're done. No more Danhausen versus the Judgment Day. We're done. Matter of fact, Judgment Day should be done. Can we break up this group? I'm sick of this group. No, we're not done, because now they have the Women's Intercontinental and we have the Women's World. So, great. We're far from done. We're stuck with them until they lose the belts. So, crap. At least this is done. And we got out of it not unscathed, because that Raw segment was awful with him and Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry showed up, by the way, to help Danhausen, in case you didn't see it. But yeah, he did. Regardless, it was a harmless 7-minute comedy match. And then we got Chad Gable. Thank you. Chad Gable versus Penta for the Intercontinental Championship. Chad Gable had to work a decade to get to this point. Lots of failures, lots of injuries, lots of bad booking. Goddamn Shorty G. Yeah, over 10 years to finally become IC champ. This match was awesome. Was it as good as their Raw match? I think their Raw match from 2025 was just a hair better, but they still had an awesome match. This match was by far one of the best matches of the entire weekend. Of course it would be. Look who's wrestling. They beat the hell out of each other. But it all came down to Penta going for a Mexican Destroyer, and in a counter, with a counter that even Mr. Kurt Angle would be proud of. We saw Chad Gable counter the Mexican Destroyer into an ankle lock and made Penta tap out. Grapevine the leg with the 3 eyes. Integrity, intensity, and intelligence. And finally, won his first singles belt. I'm so proud. I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him, for real. I am very pleased, ladies and gentlemen, to say that Chad Gable is my IC champ. I'm very pleased to say that this man has finally gotten what he deserved. He is going to be one of the best IC champs he better be. He better hold this belt for at least the rest of the year. And then when he finally drops it to a worthy opponent, move him up to the world title picture. Chad Gable before he retires. Before Chad Gable retires, I'm going to need him to win. I'm going to need him to win the world title and then the WWE Championship. And I need him to become the next Perk Angle. Yeah! Sorry. Maybe not that Kurt Angle, but I need him to do exactly what Kurt Angle used to do. When he had the gold medal and then he had the mouth guard. Yeah! He needs to do that. It'll be great. But I am so proud to be alive to witness this moment. And you know what comes next. You know what I got to do, right? I got to do it the right way. I'm proud to be an American and a big Chad Gable fan. Thank you. Congratulations, Chad Gable. And then finally, last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, the main event. The main event of the evening. 14 years. A 14-year rivalry finally culminates with one of the best matches of the entire year. And the best match of the entire weekend for the World Heavyweight Championship in the main event. A match that should have main evented WrestleMania, but is main eventing SummerSlam. Seth Rollins came out initially with the Shield theme and then switched to his Burn It Down tribal battle cry theme. Here's the thing. His gear, I thought, was fine. I thought they missed the mark by not having Seth wear the Shield gear. Or at least do like a combination of the Shield gear and his 2015 attire. Like, if he would have come back with his 2015 attire where he was with the Authority, yeah, that attire? Come on, bro. With the singlet? Oh, they missed out. He should have came out with the singlet attire, man. Oh, that would have been good. The Shield gear, that should have been a part of this match. He really should have came out with the Shield gear. But he didn't, whatever. But Roman and him got inside the ring, and they, look here. When I tell you, they beat the hell out of each other. They went balls to the wall. They told the best story. They had the best match they could possibly have. You wasn't going to get a better match than this. You're not going to get a better match than what they had. This was easily one of the best matches I've seen from them. Is it the best match I've seen? I don't know. I would really have to go back and rewatch all their matches. I think, I still think I would put their Money in the Bank 2016 match over this. I might even put their WrestleMania, well, that's not fair. I can't put the Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns match from 2015, right? That's WrestleMania 31. That doesn't count. Seth wasn't even supposed to be in that match. So, yeah, I put it over their Royal Rumble match from 2022. But man, their match in 2016, the one where he beats Roman and then Dean Ambrose cashes in on Seth, man, I don't know. I gotta go back and watch it. I think that one might just edge this one. Because that match was outstanding too. But man, this match, this is the kind of match that was made to close a feud. Lots of callbacks. Both of them did tributes to Dean Ambrose, Jon Moxley, Dirty Deeds. I think Roman hit the Dirty Deeds. We got the Shield Powerbomb twice. Roman did one to Seth, and then Seth did one to Roman. Both of them used each other's finishers. Seth used the spear. Roman used the curb stomp. And then the best moment of the entire match was when the ref got knocked down. Seth is on the ropes. You know what's about to happen, right? Roman sees the opportunity to take the steel chair and get his revenge. 14 years, well, 12 really, but 14 years of torment. 14 years of your bullshit. I'm finally going to get my payback. He goes up to Seth with chair in hand, looking to hit him. Just wallop him on the back. You know what Roman did? Roman said, nah, that's over with. I've moved on. I'm better now. I am letting go of that revenge. It's just me and you. Just me and you. That moment worked. It worked. I thought it was a great way to signify, we're done. We're wrapping this up. This is it. So Roman and Seth then basically go balls to the walls for the next 5 minutes, countering each other, hitting each other's finisher. And then it came down to Roman hitting not one, not two, 3 spears. And on the 3rd spear, he gave Seth Rollins a whole, and I don't think this is what he said, but it was essentially like Shawn Michaels looking at Ric Flair, WrestleMania 24, where Ric Flair was about to retire. Well, he was supposed to retire. He didn't, but like his final match in WWE, Shawn Michaels looked at Ric Flair and went, I'm sorry, I love you. You see Seth Rollins on his knees. You see Roman looking at Seth. Don't know what the hell he said, but it was essentially, and I'm sorry, I love you. He essentially said it, but not really. And then, boom, spear. 1, 2, 3. That was it. Fantastic match. Fantastic. I even love the icing on the cake. I love the icing on the cake. After the match, you see Roman Reigns bring Seth inside the ring and give him a fist bump. The Shield fist bump. Gave him the Shield fist bump. And that's how we ended it. We didn't get a Obafemi appearance. Nobody came out. Roman beat Seth. They tie up the knot. They completely end this rivalry. And Roman finally exercises the only demon left. That's it. That weight is now gone. 14 years off his shoulders. Roman Reigns, ladies and gentlemen, has conquered Seth Rollins finally. And the Shield is dead. The Shield is dead and gone. Thank you. We're finally moving on from the Shield. It was great for what it was. It was a great 2-year run. We're done. We're done. No more. Don't come back to this. I don't want to see Roman and Seth wrestle each other anymore. This is over with. Let this be the end of it. It was a good run. Capiche. Deuces. So, loved it. Love that ending. And yeah, overall, night 2, bodied. Absolutely bodied night 1. Overall, for both nights, SummerSlam, like I said, it was a good SummerSlam. Top half of all SummerSlams, not top 10, barely top 20, barely. Yeah, I thought despite the horrible build, and I'm assuming these upcoming weeks, the rest of the weekly shows are going to go back to being trash. But despite that, they delivered. I thought this was better than WrestleMania. WrestleMania this year was good too. I just thought this one was better. I feel like SummerSlam overall was a better show. How do you feel about it? Give me your scores. Give me your grades. But that is my review, ladies and gentlemen. I think it's time we crown ourselves some new champions. So we're going to play some Super Chats, and then I'm going to look at whatever the hell was donated to me by Mr. Noel Jimenez. But let me go ahead and get these Super Chats out the way first.
'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of prey?
I am enjoying this super chat bout between Larry and Joel. Entertain me.
Ladies and gentlemen, look at Dylan, Dylan, son of a gun. Don't you quit if you're able. We're paying respects to Chad Gable, your world champ. Three Diglets, woo, is in the building. Looks like he decided to show up because you said his name, and he appeared.
Oh yeah, that's something about.
You love to hear it. You love to see it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I just want you to know that you are really special.
Tonight Seth was wearing a part of his Shield gear which was painted white. He was offering it to Roman at the beginning of the match.
Oh, that's cool. I couldn't tell if that was a Shield gear because it was white. He probably should have made it black. It would have been easier to notice, but I guess that's why he offered it to him. And then, like I said, there was a donation by Noel Jimenez. Let me pull that up. Noel Jimenez dropped another $30. This one's different from the other one. So that puts him 30, 30, 20 at $80. So he's now $5 ahead of the Professor. He is $5 ahead. He is now in the lead with $80. The Professor, Larry, is behind with 5. So now the fun begins. We are going to crown new champions tonight. Now, who ends up being the top, the man, we'll find out. But one way or another, we will crown new champions. And currently in the lead is Noel Jimenez with $80, $75. Second place is, of course, the Professor himself. So let's see what happens. Anything can happen. In the meantime, while we let this battle goes on, and it's Barry, by the way, Three Diggers, not Larry. It's Barry. I think he did that on purpose. He did that on purpose. He's like, who? All right. What we got here, ladies and gentlemen? Give me your scores. Give me your grades. How we feeling about tonight's show? How we feeling about SummerSlam? I'm going to read what you have to say. Joseph Winters gives it an 8.5 out of 10. Ed Young says, fantastic ending. 8 out of 10 overall. Joseph Winters gives it a 7 out of 10. Demon Time, Demon AJ gives it a 9 out of 10. Ronwell Nagales, the chosen one, the unwicked, when he's in the building, you the twos, and he's the one. I am number one. Ronwell Nagales is here. He gives it, what did you give it? I'm not too sure what he gave it. I thought he graded it. I think I got him mixed up with somebody. The Beep Jr. gives it an 8.5 out of 10. And
Let's move into 3-digit territory. You game?
oh my goodness. Barry Trunk said, oh, you want to play? Let's go. Barry Trunk takes the lead with $100. He's taking it to 3 digits. He really wants this belt. He wants the world title. 3 Diglets. You wanted to be entertained. You're going to be entertained.
PLZ don't have Chelsea have the Zack Ryder reign.
Yeah, we don't want that. We don't want Chelsea to have a Zack Ryder reign. I agree. Let's not do that. Please don't do that. But yeah, $100. What you gonna do, Noel? What we doing? Barry said, we are going there. Apparently, Ronwell Nagales and Demon AJ are doing commentary in the live chat. You like to see it. But yeah, we're in the 3 digits. Noel Jimenez, you want to take it there? What we doing, Noel? Let me go ahead and move this back up here and see what y'all been saying. I'm going to start reading these comments here. Mandatory happy pooping. Yes, you may poop in my live chat. Just clean up after yourself. 7 out of 10, Adam Ritter. 10 out of 10 from Jody Bennett. You love to see it. Happy for Chelsea Green. Everyone loves us some Chelsea Green. The Atomic Bomber says, great show tonight. Mind you, I like Corbin, but the Corbin thing is a bit confusing for sure, especially when you have others like Matt Cardona, Ilya Dragunov, and others doing nothing. That is true. Hopefully, they'll get involved. The Elite K says, WWE is just too ashamed of itself. Let's see. Ed Young. Weren't they trying to do that for Survivor Series once upon a time? Once upon a time. I'm happy they didn't, though. Please don't turn Survivor Series into no 2-night event. Sean Swaby says, SummerSlam should go back to one night instead of doing what they did tonight with 6 matches per night. Listen to one night SummerSlam and at least 8 to 9 matches. Some of the matches did not need to be on SummerSlam tonight. I agree. Babyface Kevin Owens versus heel Sami Zayn. I dig it. We'll have to see what they do. We're assuming Kevin's a babyface. Remember, he left as a heel. Might still be a heel. And in the feud with CM Punk, I think he's going to be the heel. The game! He says, begging intro, Alyx. Thank you. Glad y'all like it. How'd y'all like the intro? I'm changing it up with the music. Just call me DJ. Dang, haven't been here since the dorm days. Glad to see you still loved the ladder match. And Rollins, well, just call me DJ. Good to have you here, man. Let's see here. Ed Young, Chelsea deserves a Mania defense. Oh, man, tell me about it. Dylan Danger says, 3 Diglets is here. Oh, yeah, it's heating up. It's been quite a bout, bro. 3 Diglets, man. They want your title. Someone contact Noel and let him know that I'll do it. Let me let him know. Let me go ahead and contact him really quickly. Barry said he wants. Now let me make it easier. Dropped a total of 100. What now? I mean, you giving them eyes. Because I think he would let me know that he must concede. Okay, hold up. Noel Jimenez says, not gonna lie, it was a good run as your international champ. I win it back next week or 2, but I gotta save up my money for a new house. I'm about to buy this week, so I appreciate y'all. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Noel Jimenez says he is not going to challenge that. He is not going to challenge the $100. He is dipping. He says he will win it back eventually. So there it is. Noel Jimenez has conceded. Now, here's the thing. 3 Diglets hasn't donated, Noel. So if 3 Diglets doesn't donate, then you still keep the international belt and Barry becomes the world champion. So it depends on what 3 Diglets decides to do. But here's the thing. 3 Diglets, if you come in hot, I don't think Barry's done. I think Barry wants to continue. He wants the challenge. He wants to challenge 3 Diglets. He wants someone to bring the fire. He wants to take it into 3 digits. So far, it looks like Noel is dipping. So we're going to see what 3 Diglets decides he wants to do. He can let it ride. And then we can make Barry the new champ. And Noel can still be the international champ. Because remember, second place. Or Or Three Diggles can just say, nah, fuck that. Why did Corbin win? Oh, because he came back and I don't know.
'Cause you are my love.
Uh-oh.
Do you ever dream of rain?
Barry, do you want to see my secret?
Three
Eyes.
Three Diglets just jumped to $10, but y'all know what this means, right? Y'all know what this means when Three Diglets says, do you want to see a scary movie? No, fucking. No, he's just like, y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is.
Return of the Mac. It is. Return of the Mac. Come on. Return of the Mac. Oh my God. You know that I'll be back. Here I go.
Thanks, Noel. All the best to you with your new house.
Barrett Trunk, the professor, jumps to 110. But Three Diglets is like, oh. Do you want to see a secret? We appreciate you, Noel. You're the man. You're the man. Oh, look at the commentary. Look at the commentary. D-Man, don't do it! Don't do it, you son of a... He's going Jim Ross with it. By God! By God! Oh, it's about to get really good. Well, that was the nice warm-up round. I think things are about to get crazy. Hey, Three Diglets, he said, absolutely, my friend. He wants to see the secret. What's the secret, Three Diglets? Are we about to go Fiend? Ronwell, look at Ronwell Nogales. Barry, I'm advising you not to do it. No, not advising. I'm warning you. This your warning shot. Wow! Hilarious. Hilarious. Real quickly, before I get to the super chat, I think I saw our good friends A&B Combos show up. Did they show up, or am I tripping? I think they did show up and I missed them. Here they are. A&B Combos Wrestling Edition had their awesome live stream. Reality is night 2 put night 1 in a Kimura lock and didn't let go. Smash that like button. Fantastic intro. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Always good to have A&B Combos in the building. Oh man, everyone's scared now. Everyone's scared. Everyone's terrified. They don't know what's about to happen. They think the Fiend's getting ready to show. Are we gonna get the Fiend? What's your favorite scary movie? Nah, he's probably not gonna. I don't even think he sounds like that. I'm just curious to know what's about to happen. Who knows, man? Who knows what's about to be crazy? Who knows what's about to go down? The way Chelsea Green called out to Mr. Hater Michael Hayes, pew, 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 bow. Yes. Gave him a straight warning shot to the dome. Let's see. What does this mean for Roxanne, though? Well, since, of course, you got Liv Morgan as the Women's World Champ, and then you got Raquel as the Women's IC Champ, she's going to feel left out, and so we'll have to see what ends up happening.
Are you sure, Barry? Do you want me to fire him? Fire.
Fire him, fire him. Three Diggers just jumped to $15. Barry, should he get him? Should he call in the Fiend? And if he calls in the Fiend, run. Oh my goodness. He's building to it. He's building to it. Barry, say yes. Say yes. We want to see him. Catching flies in his mouth. Taste of freedom. Everyone's waiting in anticipation for him to show up. They want to see him. They want to see him. Dro Davidian says, I enjoyed the main event. He thought, Trey Lucado says, I thought the match was hilarious. You're talking about Danhausen and Dominic Mysterio, right? Dulcie Chatham, Seth looked like someone let their young kid create a character on a game. Yeah, he did. Duran Kinchad 4328. Good ending. Incredible ending.
'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of red?
Talk is cheap. Respectfully, put up or shut up.
Oh! The professor just told Three Diglets, with the four fingers, say the face, slap. Hey, uh-oh. See now, Barry said, I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to donate money and win championships.
'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of red?
Barry, AJ and I are warning you not to do it. Heel burying you like Cena did Nexus from SummerSlam 2010.
Oh my
loudly
goodness.
crying, loudly crying, loudly crying.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's coming. Oh my goodness, Three Diglets, he wants him. He wants the Fiend. He wants him. Sorry about that. Apparently a child got abducted. Ain't my problem, ain't my child. No, I'm just joking. That's been happening a lot more lately, though. That is kind of scary that keeps happening. Oh man, so he just told Three Diglets, go get him. Go get him. That's funny. I'm gonna read some more comments.
How about the kiss stealing, wheel and dealin', stronger than a bear, faster than a buck. Puts your ass to sleep first.
The kid's Dylan, Willin, Dylan, son of a gun, stronger than a bear, faster than a buck. You better step back because the Maple Leaf sucks. No, that's what The Rock said. Oh my goodness, Three Diglets ties it up. I believe he tied it up, or yes, he tied it up. So it's 115 each. Cause remember, yeah, it was 110, and then he just dropped $5 telling Three Diglets to talk is cheap. So now we're at 115 each. We're tied. 115. We are tied, ladies and gentlemen. Three Diglets said, you're going to have to earn the Fiend. He says you're going to have to earn the Fiend, Professor. That means you really going to have to drop him. Okay, Three Diglets. It's a game now. It is now a fight. We are here, ladies and gentlemen. I wonder how far this is gonna go. I'm excited to see how far this one goes. This is gonna be crazy. Y'all knew this was gonna happen. Three Diglets, I told you, my man. I told you I'd get you a challenger. He here. He here for real, for real. So what you gonna do? What we doing, my man? Game shock, he said. Like Bully Ray said to Chris Sabin, you just signed your death warrant. What we about to do, this is about to be fun. I'm gonna read some more of your comments. Let's see here. A lot of people in tonight's chat. You love to see it. Game Shock. Chelsea is recognized as interim champion. She still has to beat Rhea. Nah, that's so stupid. Chelsea should be called the women's champ. I don't give a fuck. She's my women's champ. I'm not doing this interim championship bullshit. That's stupid. It's stupid. It is. Why not just let Chelsea Green... Why not just let Chelsea Green be the champion, and then when Rhea comes back, she can just fight for the belt? Because she never lost it. Nah, man, this interim championship bullshit is dumb. It's just terrible booking. It's lazy. Rhea got hurt. Sorry, but she got hurt. It's time for someone else to take that opportunity now. And I'm not hating on Rhea Ripley, and I'm not hating on her fans, but your girl's not here no more. She's hurt. She can't even bend her knee. Fuck all that. She's not going to be able to wrestle. So, what we doing here? For real. Ed Young, I have to go to bed. Hey, bro, thank you. Appreciate y'all for being here. I'm going to be here until we have a winner between Three Diglets and Barry. So, we're tied. 115 to 115. Three Diglets just jumped up with 100.
We bobbing like, oh my girls got blue.
Hello, Mr. Second Place. B+ player.
Oh, is this what we're gonna do? So Barry just took the lead with $2, so that's 117 to 115. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He really wants to take this to the next level. Game Shock says, I agree that Rhea should have vacated it, but WWE is pulling an AEW and not recognizing Chelsea as the real WWE Women's Champion until Rhea vacates it or Chelsea beats her. That's just stupid. Rhea's not here. I just saw that donation. I just saw that donation. He's like, all right.
Okay.
Three Diglets said, enough. It is time to die now. I've had enough. No more. Kid gloves are off. $100 donation puts him in the lead. $215 to 117. Barry, this is what you wanted. How far you want to take it, my friend? Three Diglets ain't had a fight in a while. This is what he's been waiting for. He's been waiting for that rush. What a rush. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. Noel Jimenez is still here. Noel's like, it's over. We're done. It's over. I love it. They said fatality. Well, we're not done yet. We're not done until Barry concedes. We're going to see what he does. But Three Diglets is like, okay, I had enough of this. I love it. Three Diglets just walked in here and said, okay, that's enough. You, $100. Damn. That's crazy. Look at the live chat. Look at the live chat. JJ Bulldog said, and just like that. Fatality, Demon AJ. They're like, we tried to warn you. We tried to warn you that when you come for the king, you best not miss. But I don't think Barry's done. I don't think the Professor's done. I think the Professor might be gearing up to show Three Diglets that Noel's like, Barry? Where you at, Barry? He's like, is he knocked out? At least you got Noel in your corner. Noel's like, I'm rooting for you. Come back, Barry. Drop another 100. Oh, come on, Joseph Winters. Joseph Winters like, I don't even know why you tried, my friend. It was over before the game even started. Well, don't count Barry out. He just got here. At the very least, Barry. Well, let me. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Sorry, did you say something?
Oh, you thought it was over? You thought you could knock him out with a one-hit quitter? Barry, the professor, Trunk said, nah, it ain't over until I say it's over. Three Diglets, here it is, my friend. The fight you've been waiting for. I told you I would find you somebody. He's here. The professor just took the lead with 217 to Three Diglets is 215. Oh, we are about to keep this.
Nah, not yet.
Three Diglets kicks out with another 100, taking his lead to 315. Oh my goodness, it's heating up, ladies and gentlemen. It's heating up. Three Diglets said, oh, nah. We going the full 9 yards. We're going the full 9 yards, my friend. Three Diglets, my man. Oh my goodness, 315. This is quite the match. This is quite the SummerSlam, ladies and gentlemen. This is quite the SummerSlam. I didn't expect Barry to come out of nowhere and start balling like this. Did anybody expect him to start balling like this? Holy crap. Holy crap. Noel's like, holy shit. Three Diglets has to be rich. Yes, he is. He is. Oh my goodness. What we doing, Barry? Do you concede or do you want to keep going? My man. Three Diglets, he's looking for that challenge, man. Noel said, drop 509. Noel said, drop 500. Well, Noel, I mean, I told you, my man. I told you, my friend, like this was gonna be quite the night. That it was gonna come down to the wire here. Three Diglets holding that 100 strong. The big guns come out. Well, I tried to get you a challenge, Noel. I tried to, but people were just like, honestly, to be fair, Noel, WWE hasn't been all that great this summer. So don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, Noel. See, if WWE had done their job and made the shows exciting and worth watching, more people would show up to the streams. You would have more challengers. They showed up for SummerSlam because it's SummerSlam. I don't know if they're going to show up for Raw or SmackDown. Well, Raw after SummerSlam and SmackDown, sure. But, like, moving forward, I don't know. Three Diglets said, make me a believer. Now, here's the thing, Noel. You could always, I don't know.
It was a good fight. And all to show our support for our favorite wrestling podcaster. Congratulations, champ.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for your two champions. So, we have our new champions. Barry, don't go anywhere because I have a surprise for you. As I said, 2 belts were on the line tonight. Because of you donating, check this out, a whopping $227. You will walk out as the new international champ, Barry the Professor. The Professor is now the international champ. So you will get to defend the belt weekly. So let me know when you want to defend the belt. Do you want to defend the belt on Monday Night Raw or defend the belt on SmackDown? Let me know when you want to do that. So Barry Trunk, what is your full name? His full name is Barry Trunk. I'm going to just call you Barry Trunk, my friend. Barry Trunk with the crazy donations. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my man. That's awesome. So Barry Trunk, you are the international champ, the Professor. Barry Trunk. I'm gonna say the Professor. I'm actually gonna put your name on the super chat here just a second. I gotta pull it up. So yes, we have a winner here, ladies and gentlemen. That was a hell of a fight. But I need to know when you want to defend this belt. Do you want to defend it on Monday Night Raw or defend it on Friday Night SmackDown? Also keep this in mind. Noel Jimenez is saying that the day you slip up and you're not around, Noel will win the belt. Yeah, and 3 Diglets has been waiting for a challenger. He's been waiting for a challenger for some time. Barry Trunk. My goodness, Barry Trunk the Professor. I love that name, by the way. What a name that is. What a name. So I'm going to go ahead and Barry Trunk, and then I'll put the Professor.
Come on, return up the man. Oh my God, you know that I'll be back. Here I go.
That was good. Thank you, Barry. You got my heart racing. It was exciting.
You have earned 3 Diglets' respect. Not a lot of people can say that. He doesn't just give his respect out to just anybody. So don't take that for granted, Barry. You did your thing, my man. Wow. So Barry Truck is the international champion. Make sure that looks good, nice and centered. Make sure I don't mess anything up. Looks about right. And you will be defending the belt when? I'm still waiting on Barry to tell me when you want to defend the belt. So that was great. That was really good. Barry, do you want me to choose for you? I can choose for you, but if it's all right with you, I could have you defend it on Monday Night Raw. But you can choose Friday Night SmackDown, Monday Night Raw, whichever one you want. Or do you want me to choose for you? Now, if you let me choose, it's going to be Monday Night Raw. Which means tomorrow. But when you want to defend this belt? Okay, I'm gonna let Barry sit on that for a second. And I'm gonna just let him tell me. But in the meantime, 3 Diglets, you did it, my man. You did it. You successfully defended your belt. The next time you will defend your belt, 3 Diglets. So you have a couple of options, 3 Diglets. You have the next pay-per-view, which I believe is... What's the next pay-per-view? Does anybody know? I can't remember what the next pay-per-view was. I gotta look it up. One second. Let me look up the next pay-per-view. What is the next WWE pay-per-view? Okay, so 3 Diglets, you have the following options. You have AEW All In at the end of the month. You have Sunday Night Main Event in September. And then you have Money in the Bank in October. So, yeah, there's no other events after that. I thought they were going to do WrestlePalooza. They're not doing a WrestlePalooza. Remember, Nickname I wants to fight you at All In, 3 Diglets. So do you want to have it at All In?
We bobbing like, oh my girls got blue, top and screaming like.
Raw, please. But I sometimes work on Mondays.
Right, and here's the thing. You can always just win this belt back. Right? You can always just win this belt back whenever. This is a belt that's defended weekly. You know, it was only defended tonight because of, you know, Noel Jimenez choosing the stipulation. But dude, if you lose it one week, you can always just come back and win it the next week. So no one's gonna fault you for working. Just do your best. But yeah, it looks like the international belt is moving back to Monday Night Raw and not on Fridays. So there you go. Noel, if you wanted to go back on Fridays, you have to win it off of Monday Night Raw. I'm pretty sure Noel's just like, okay, bet. So there you go. Let me see. I mean, we should make it shorter. Every Monday after Raw. And then 3 Diglets, you gotta tell me when you want to defend your next belt. I'm assuming you want Nickname I. So that will be
We bobbing like, oh my girls got blue, top and screaming like.
I'll challenge 3D someday. Barry made it great.
well, Ronwell, I'm pretty sure he's been waiting. There you go. Barry Truck, the Professor. Every Monday is when you'll be able to fight him. And then 3 Diglets, I'm gonna do you next. You next, my friend. August 30th at the end.
'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of rain?
Real question though. If I select All In, will Nick be there or will he duck again?
No, I promise you, he will be there. I promise you he'll be there. This I promise you, the visions around you. He'll be there. To the day that I miss you. He will be there. I promise you. And I will take you in my arms and hold you right where you belong. To the day that I miss you. This I promise you. This I promise you. He'll be there. He'll be there. So we choosing All In? Are you all in? Yeah, Drew Usher, you missed out. So the amount to beat, there it is, All In. The next big battle is at the end of the month. AEW All In is the next title defense. Oh my goodness. Drew Usher, the amount to beat is $315. You're not gonna donate any money. I'm just telling you what the amount is. He's like, I don't know why you telling me that. I ain't got them pockets. I just wanted to tell you that 3 Diggers has 315. That's the amount. Unless you want to decide to challenge him now. 3 Diglets. And no offense, 3 Diglets, since you won it as 3 Diglets, I'm gonna put 3 Diglets, not the Fiend. Are you okay with that? Can I just put you as 3 Diglets? And then when you challenge Homeboy, nickname I on what day is that? When is August 30th? Is that Saturday? Or is that Sunday? That is Sunday. When you challenge him on Sunday, and you win as the Fiend, you can have the Fiend. That sound good? Cool. There it is. So, almost done. And the next title defense is AEW All In 2026 Wembley. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's gonna be quite the fight. What a battle that's gonna be. Y'all not ready. Y'all thought this was about to be. You thought this was crazy. Y'all not ready for nickname I versus 3 Diglets. That's gonna feed a lot of families.
Noel. I said someday. Barry can have his moment. Loudly crying.
Oh. Noel's teasing Ronwell. Now that's a match I want to see. One of these days, I want to see Ronwell Nogales, the chosen one, take on the ruler. That's a future main event match for sure. So okay, I think we're good here. Should be popping up here in just a second.
I might just retire after defeating Nick. Nick is the last one on the list because I can truly call myself the greatest ever. Nick is the only one to have ever beaten me in a back and forth.
Like, for real, like, I don't know what the hell happened to, Corp CA. But, yeah, I think, that's the last hurdle, right? That's your Seth Rollins. That's 3 Diglets is Seth Rollins. And then after that, he might have to call it. Well, 3 Diglets, what a fucking show. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all so much. This has been quite the show. I am leaving tonight's stream with a whopping $600 in donations. Well, no, that's not true. Because I still have money from Cash App. So with the money that Noel donated to me over Cash App, that's $680 in donations. Thank you all. I appreciate that. And for somebody like me that doesn't get the numbers that a JD from NY gets, that doesn't get the numbers that a Solomonster or even a Denise Salcedo or Fightful Select or a Good Mike Work. I think me and Good Mike Work are neck and neck. But I don't get the numbers I used to get. It really does make me feel good to have people that support me and donate to me. Like, it's a lot of money to be given to me, and I appreciate you. And I have a feeling that we're just getting started. I think August is going to be a great month, especially when we get to All In. That's going to be even crazier. So thank you all so much. Keep this in mind. Noel, you can always win the belt back tomorrow because the belt is on the line tomorrow night for Monday Night Raw. But yeah, it's late, y'all. Let me go ahead and get out of here. Thank y'all so much for being here. As you follow out, do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. Follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, and Venmo. Noel Jimenez over here is antagonizing 3 Diglets. Be careful, Noel. If you're gonna come after the champ like that, be ready to take the belt from him. I'm still waiting on that big fight, Noel, between you and Three Diglets. Hopefully, we'll get that one day. But let's see what happens. You guys are awesome. Thank you for making me a part of your day. And as always, I will catch you guys next time, right here, in Alyx's World. That place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you. Peace.
When you're in my